I'm opening up my second bag to mix the concrete. My first one is still good, although it has one or two tiny holes in it. Because after a time, this thick plastic starts to lose its integrity from bending all the time, being twisted. So here's first bag of the day. Just in case you forgot how it was done. Put the bag over top like this, so there's no lifting. Tighten it up a little bit. Try to keep some of that powder in. We just flip it up. I'm not sure if this is really recommended for bigger projects like what I'm doing, but if you're not a young, strong man, this is pretty good. My dad had back problems. My uncle Dan had back problems. And believe it or not, once or twice, I had back problems. One time so bad, I just laid in the fetal position for almost 3 days. If it wasn't for my mom coming over and taking care of me for the first day, man, it would have been pretty rough. Oh. Yep. This is bag number 1. So I go to pour bag number 4. And look what I found sticking out of the bag. Well, that's just great. Almost forgot. Good as new. Alright, I want to show you what I did. This is the string right here that I should have my columns butt up against. But this string here runs parallel to it. And the reason why, I want to know that this is straight and that they're all lined up together. So what I'm doing is I'll put this in right up against that string. Well, this is column number 2 out of the 5 I'm doing today, which of course is number 7. And this might come right up to the line. Let's see. Oh. Now this tube is the one that I think is a little closer to 9 inches or something. It's definitely not 10, or it's not the same size as the others. That's for sure. Well, I still got more to do. Okay. I'm going to hole number 8. And I'm coming across the same problem, that the hole is just slightly too small and it's only going down to about there. So learning from my mistake, I'm going to go ahead and slice this down. However, here's my 30-inch line, so I'll slice it down there, squeezing that in, but leaving this intact so I won't have to use duct tape. See, it didn't take me long. Rachel, thank you. My girl bought me this knife, my oldest one. Alright, let's see how this works. Nicely done. I'm getting close to finishing up number 8. But I'm running out of steam. I got 2 more to go before I want to leave today. So I think this is a good time to maybe head out and recharge a bit, get something to eat. All right, that is number 8. 2 more to go. Well, I'm on to column number 8. Feels like it's starting to warm up out here. I have these 2 to get done before I can go home. Well, I'm finishing up number 9. I'm really getting the mixing of the concrete down pretty good. It only takes me about 30 seconds to mix a 50-pound bag now. I realize it's not so much mixing that you want to do, but making sure that the dry concrete gets wet. And so if you keep that in mind, your mixing kind of changes a little bit. So I am curious. I'm building this tiny house and the 1 acre for retirement security. If you are interested in building a tiny house or a homestead, what's your reasoning for it? I find most of the time, what I hear anyway, it always seems to come down to freedom. I want to be free. Free from corporations who's trying to get me to work from practically from birth to death. Freedom from corporations poisoning me with this crap that they're calling food. Why inside the food is pesticides. God knows what else. People do it for their family. Want a better life for their kids. Not raised to be a consumer like they want you to be raised to be. If I had a chance to do it all over again, I definitely would marry my wife, have my kids, but I would be more prepared to live a different life. That's for sure. And this YouTube is number 9. I don't know how I messed this up. However, my line is way off at the end here. It comes from here and then way out. I don't know what I did, but setting a 6x6x12 beam is not going to work. It's bent too much. What I'm going to have to do is either cut the beam in half, where I get one here, one there in the center, and then one in the center over to there, so it's slightly curved. I'm going to probably have to do it that way. Remember, these don't have to be perfectly straight because of the frame that's going to go on top of them. This is just the base for the frame to sit on, to be screwed down to. So I messed up on that. There's no doubt about it. But it can be fixed. Well, this is it. Last cement going in the tube of my last tube. I don't know what I'm going to do with this extra cement. Guess I'm just going to pour it out in small piles so it'll be easy to remove later. Or keep the piles underneath the house out of the way. I don't know. I'm going to line up my string. It's not really lined up very well now. Damn it. All I can really do, this is so far off. I mean, it's way off. Not even close. It's terrible. This last one is just terrible. I don't know what I did. Like, this should be the right edge. It should be sitting like this. Not even close. What the hell? I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to have to do it in pieces, 6-foot pieces, to make each section work. That's all I can do. And what else can I do? I don't get it. I don't get what the hell happened. Well, I'll make it work. And it's in. Well, this is the end of day 3 of putting in 10-inch form tubes, filling them up with concrete. They had to be put in at least 3 inches for the 30 inches from the frost line. Frost line's 24 inches, plus you got to go an extra 6 to keep things from shifting. So they're 30 inches deep. Plus, some of them are as high as 4 feet from bottom to top. Some of them are much lower, only about like 38 inches. But it's leveled, at least. That much I know. The columns, for me to put the 6x6x12, has to be perfectly straight and leveled for them to fit right. I didn't do that. It's not going to be right. So I'm going to have to probably cut some of them so they're only 6 feet long, put them into where they need to be, another 6 so it can be adjusted, and then so forth. But that's okay. You know, whatever. I've never built a house, a shed, tiny house. I haven't done any of this before. And the subfloor beams that the subfloor is actually going to attach to, along with, you know, the frame of the house, that has to be perfectly squared. Okay, and then however it fits on these beams is just fine. Even if the beams are cockeyed, it doesn't matter. I'm going to fasten them down to the beams, and that's that. If I really screwed up bad, hell, I'll stick another beam in, whatever. I'll make it happen. But nothing's going to blow it away, that's for sure. So, you know, if you like what you're seeing, if you're interested in following along, please share, like, and subscribe, because this is just the beginning of a lot of mistakes. Yeah.